Hey everybody, Aaron Cowan with Sage Dynamics. We're out here again today to take our second look at iron sights versus a reflex sight. You remember from the first video, same guns, two Glock 17s. I have a Generation 4 Glock 17 with Glock night sights. Other than that, it's a factory Glock. Then I have a Generation 3 Glock 17 with suppressor height sights and a Trijicon RMR with a 3.5 MOA dot. Other than that, factory gun. From the first video, we looked at accuracy and speed from 3, 5, and 7 yards. Today we're going to be taking a look at accuracy from 10, 15, 20 yards, and we're also going to do a transitional drill on a 6-plate speed rack. Now, just as a reminder, the reason we're doing this is to take it as an empirical as possible look at these two systems to see if a reflex sight is faster and more accurate than iron sights. Alright, so now what we're going to be taking a look at is a 6-plate speed rack. Purpose of this drill is for each plate I shoot, I have to acquire a new sight picture and reestablish sight alignment to get it. So we're going to be taking a look at the iron sights versus the reflex sight to see which one is faster transitioning from target to target. So, what have we seen today? On the accuracy, the 10, the 15, the 20 yards. Not a huge difference in accuracy, not a huge difference in time. What I did find out on the transitioning from target to target on this plate rack from 10 yards is I'm getting consistent and faster hits with iron sights than I am with the RMR. Now for me personally, I know exactly why that is. As I draw the weapon and get my first sight picture for that first plate, I'm having to chase the dot, which means I have to find the dot in the dot plane. Some advice out there in that situation say, well, just use your sights to pick up your dot. My argument to that would be, then why have a dot? If I have to use the sights to find the dot, why have a dot at all? After that, is it faster? I found out it wasn't transitioning from target to target. Now again, this is me speaking. This isn't going to be the same experience for everyone, but we're talking about a very cost-prohibitive system here. So if you're thinking about buying one, and I highly encourage you to get with someone who already has one and run 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 rounds through it to see if you're going to be able to be proficient with it and if it's going to be worth the money. What we have to remember is while these systems are an advantage on rifles, one of the primary reasons for the advantage on rifles is the fact that it's a shoulder-supported, stable weapon versus a handgun, which is hand-supported. So we're always going to have that dot movement. We're always going to have to chase the dot. At greater distances, can this system be more accurate? Definitely. One of the things we did out here, unfortunately we weren't able to film it, is we were shooting a body-size steel at 60 yards. I was getting consistent hits with the RMR where I was throwing the occasional round using iron sights. But is 60 rounds a realistic range for a handgun? Possibly, but highly unlikely. Our handgun fighting ranges are traditionally going to be within 20 feet. Granted, that's from law enforcement shootings. Unfortunately, there's no reliable data for CCW shooting. So that's the data we have to work with. I'm Aaron Cowan with Sage Dynamics. Train accordingly.